self-tape. And a lot of kids today don't even know what that is. And it's your boy Icon back with another Disney Plus Marvel television review for you, going over that Wonder Man. And it's obvious these are going to be some of the shortest reviews I've ever done in my entire life. Before we get started, hit that notification bell, like and or subscribe. Check out my other reviews. I got Bridgerton up on my channel, and I also got episode 1 of Wonder Man. And they said we're gonna do this episode by episode. Oh boy! So in this particular episode, well, we saw in the last episode Simon Williams. He was trying to audition for Wonder Man, and this old white guy who was also on the audition line, he took him in under his wing and he decided to help him as far as like trying to prep him to get this role. So he went on the audition, and then apparently they called him back and they want him to do like a self tape, like a self audition tape to send in. Now, the white guy, the crazy old white dude that he's befriended, it takes us back to the days where he was around and living life fancy free. He was at an airport, got off a plane, got arrested at the airport, and then he got brought to the government, and then the government was like, hey, they pulled up some old footage of him like doing like terrorist acts. And I'm sitting here, I'm watching this footage. And I'm watching this footage, I'm like, why does she look familiar? And then it dawned on me, this crazy old white dude, this is the guy from Iron Man 3. Like the actor in Iron Man 3 who was playing like the villain, like the major villain, and then he ended up being like an actor and a coward because Tony ran up on him. Oh, this is the same dude. This is the same dude from there. And the government was just, he actually did kill somebody. But the government was just like, hey, he's like, we finally caught you, and you can either go back to prison or you can do, he said, I'll take option B. And then option B was, they said, we want you to follow around Simon Williams and, discover his powers, because they said that the boy got powers and he's a dangerous threat to all of society. So that's how we came up with episode 1 with the whole thing about the audition and everything. Like they set all this up so so the crazy white guy can get close to him. So now like the two of them together, Simon, that they're talking, they're having a conversation. Simon is just like, hey, look, I need to do this this tape. I need to do like this audition tape. And then the white guy was just like, okay, I'm gonna help you out with that audition tape. But he told him, he said we might need some help. And he said that I know a guy that owes me a favor and maybe we can get him to help us. So the two of them went down to go see his friend. The friend that they went to go see, he played the captain in all the Bad Boys movies. Like, I almost didn't recognize him, but that voice, I'm saying, like that voice, that's the captain from the Bad Boy movies. Apparently, the Bad Boys captain and the crazy white dude, the two of them used to be friends, and the captain stole a role from him back in the day, and he was feeling some kind of way about it. But then he was just like, I didn't steal anything from you. He was like, you were showing up, drunk to set, like you were a problem and everything, and the producers just decided to go into a different direction. He was like, I actually didn't steal anything from you. But then he kept talking to him the whole time. He was just like, oh, but you're better off because you don't want this life, and this life of acting, like it's crazy and it's not good, and like sometimes you just want a normal life. And then Simon stepped in and he was like, that's the biggest load of bullshit I ever heard. He said, you are condescending as fuck. He said, you're an extremely condescending asshole. And he was just like, the way you're talking to my boy here is not cool. And then they got mad and they left. Earlier in the episode, Simon was home and he was trying to like get himself mentally prepared to do the audition tape, but because he was home and that was the place where he spent so much time with his girlfriend and then his girlfriend dumped him, it was distracting to him, so he couldn't really like focus on the audition. He got upset, and in a burst of like emotional anger, his body started, like his eyes started glowing purple, his body like tensed up, and then he just let out this enormous like energy, and he caused an earthquake and almost fucked up the whole city. He actually damaged the wall of his house too, so we got a little hint of what his powers could possibly be, because he displayed a little bit of his power here. But he didn't think anything of it, then he just walked away. His agent called him, and then she was just like, motherfucker, she said, where's that audition tape? And then he was just like, I'm working on the audition tape now. She said, boy, just put your name on the goddamn tape, recite the lines, send him the tape. She said, because I know your ass, you be overthinking it, and you're going to do this whole long drawn thing, and we ain't never going to get that motherfucking tape. She was like, stop playing games, just do the damn lines and just send the tape. And I was just like, yes, please, because in episode 1, he was killing me like with his overthinking and like all of his over explaining. It was like torture. But then like he ended up going back home, and then him and the crazy white dude, like they were talking, and he was just like, hey, I'll help. So he helped him with the audition tape, and then he was just like, hey, let's order some pizza or something. So then when Simon went in the bathroom to go take a shower or to go wash his face or wash his hands, the crazy white guy saw the damaged wall in his living room. Because Simon tried to hide it with like a curtain and like a towel or something. The white guy pulled back the curtain. He saw the damaged wall. Simon came out of the room and saw him that he saw the damaged wall. And then the crazy white guy was just like, well, I like pepperoni on my pizza or something. And then he was just like, all right, bet. So then Simon went to go order the pizza. And now the white dude is like, oh, shit. What did I get myself into? That was how the episode ended. And thank you for tuning in. So obviously the government is aware that Simon has powers. Like they're completely aware of this. They know he's, whether he's a mutant, an alien, a metahuman, enhanced, whatever whatever you want to call it. The government knows he's something and they're saying that he's dangerous. I don't know how the government knows this. Maybe we'll find this out later. But for right now, the government is aware of his powers and they're using this crazy white dude to try to like reel him in and get him off the streets. So we'll see where this goes. I mean, now that the white guy actually knows that he has powers, and the thing is like Simon, I believe, knows he has powers as well. So it's all very confusing. But like I said, but we got 6 more episodes to go. They gave us 8 episodes of this, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, out of all the, and like this, we're only up to episode 2. And I don't love the show yet. I don't hate the show yet. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about the show because we're only 2 episodes in. But all I'm saying is there were Marvel TV Disney Plus series that I actually like really, really, really liked. And those series only got 6 episodes. This shit has like so far, this series so far, 2 episodes in, this series so far is basically about a black dude who's trying to be an actor. And we're getting 8 episodes of all this talking and all this conversation. I'm just like, I could have got 8 episodes of like other shit. But share your questions, comments, and concerns down below. Let me know what you thought about episode 2 of Wonder Man, and we'll roll on for some more Wonder Man goodness in episode 3, 4, and all the way up to 8. So that was it, guys. So thank you for tuning in. Until next time for some Wonder Man action, take care. Don't forget to recite your lines, and we're out this bitch.